Thanksgiving, or it might be after the New Year, depending on what they're able to do when they get in there. So I just wanted to let you know about that. So we're going to use the Meridanda mudras tonight, but we're going to do them in reverse. So we'll start with Urdhva Meridanda. So you can make fists with your thumbs on the outside, thumbs pointing away from each other, and rest your hands on your lap. Maybe slide the hands back a little bit to open up the chest. And close your eyes, take a relaxing inhale and exhale. If you need to do a couple shoulder rolls just to get things relaxed. And as you begin to draw the awareness inside, just notice where the awareness is naturally drawn to. You may note that this particular mudra enhances the breath higher in the chest. So you may find your breath naturally there. So sometimes it's better if we kind of meet our energy where it is, and I suspect today energy is probably rather high. So we're going to start with a mudra of higher energy and begin to bring it down. So now turning the palms to face each other so you're in the thumbs up, or Meridanda mudra. And you might even notice with that first exhale that the activity level is just a little bit low. For me, the awareness is drawn down to the area of the solar plexus. And you may be more aware of the breath in the side ribs or the middle ones. And then turning the palms face down and allowing the thumbs to point toward each other to Urdhva Meridanda. And again, as you exhale, you may feel the energy drop just a little bit more. This sometimes brings awareness more to the lower breath, the lower lungs, the belly breath, second chakra. And then putting your thumbs on the insides of your fists, so holding the thumbs in and curling the fingers around them, and resting the fists face down on your lap. You might feel the awareness drawn right to the lowest chakra, base of the body. So this particular mudra set supports the nervous system. This particular mudra helps to elicit parasympathetic nervous system response, which is our rest and digest. And if you practice these regularly, your body actually attunes to them. It knows what you're looking to. And then you can release your mudra and just rest your hands on your knees. And take a relaxing inhale and exhale. And with your hands on your knees, take a deep inhale And as you exhale, round to cat back. And inhale, arch to dog back. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And inhale, arch. And come to neutral spine, easy stretch over to the right. And stretching left. Stretching right with the left arm overhead. And stretching left. And right again. And left again. And easy twist to the right. And twisting left. And right again. And left again. And come to center, stretch the arms out in front. And flex the palms up. And fist them down. And flex them up. And fist them down. And then circle them in the same direction. And circle the other way. And hands up on the shoulders. Inhale and open the elbows. And exhale, bring them closer together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. And then straight out from the shoulders and do some circles. And circle the other way. And cross your arms, one on top, one on the bottom. Walk the fingers back a little bit. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And switch and put the other arm on top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale. And then switch and put your other leg in front. Clasp your hands, turn your palms out, and stretch the arms up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, palms together, elbows out, and let the wrist stretch. And then other index finger on top, arms out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, palms together, elbows out. And then go Mukasana with the left arm on top. And other side. And eagle arms with the left elbow on top. And other side. And then take the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders closer together, stretch through the arms if you're able. And release into shoulder rolls. And we'll do that one more time. And release into a couple shoulders. And then you can make your way into table position. Open your hands up, spread your fingers out, thumbs away from the fingers. All the knuckles on the floor, press the floor away from your arms. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, round to cat back. And inhale, arch to dog back. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And inhale, arch. And come to neutral spine. Take the right knee out to the side for fire. And lower down and lift the left. Lower down and lift the right again, little circles with the knee. And reverse the circle. And lower down, lift the left, little circles with the knee. And reverse the circle. And lower down, big toes together, knees wide apart. Sit back to your heels. Slide your arms out, forehead to the floor if you can. And then coming back up to table. And stretch the right leg to straight. And switch and stretch the left. Switch and stretch the right again. Lower back to neutral, left arm up. And if you can, lift the right leg and reach it away. And then coming back to table. And stretch the left leg to straight, pelvis to neutral, right arm up, and if you can, the left leg. And back to table. Leave the hips over the knees, walk the hands forward, and sit back a little, lower the chest to puppy stretch. And then walk the hands back up. And bring the right foot up. Press the heel down. And shift back, switch sides. Heel down and hips. And then shift back to the knees right over the ankle. Palms together, turning toward the leg, opposite elbow to knee. Back leg can stretch out. And then hands to either side of the front foot. Tuck the toes under on the back foot and stretch the back leg out to lunge. And then switch to sides. Right foot up, knee right over the ankle. Palms together, opposite elbow to knee. And back leg can stretch out if you like. And then hands to either side of the front foot and into lunge. And then kneeling pose if you're able. And then tuck the toes under and maybe sit back in. And then swing the legs around in front for boat pose. Knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. Hands behind the thighs. Lower back lifting, chest lifting. Chin relaxed, feet flexed. Lift one leg or both legs. Maybe release the arms. If you're bending, you can stretch the legs. And you'll notice the breathing is a little restricted in this pose. And then coming to cross-legged or whatever would feel like a break for you. Forward if that would feel good. And then we'll do that one more time. And then if you're coming to cross-legged, put the other leg in front. And go ahead and fold. And then when you're ready, you can make your way up to standing. Coming into mountain pose, feet fist width distance apart. Side edges of the feet parallel. Shift thigh bones back a little bit. Firm the leg muscles up to bones. Tailbone down, belly up, front ribs down, collarbones open. Stretching lightly through the elbows and the fingers. Relax the face back. And maybe deepen the breath. And then turn the palms out, stretch the arms up overhead. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach up and over to the right. Inhale up. And exhale up and over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale right again. Inhale up. And exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale forward to flat back, sitting bones lifting up behind you. And reach out to come up. Relax your tailbone down, reach up to go back, easy back stretch. Inhale up and exhale. Stretch them out in front, sitting bones out behind you, sit down into chair pose. Way back in the heels, knees the same distance apart as the feet. Shoulders relaxing down back. Belly scooping in up. And take a deeper inhale. And as you exhale, fold down over bent legs. And maybe stretch the sitting bones up for an easy stretch at your hamstrings. And then deeply bend your knees, come back to your chair. Press the floor away to stand up. And release the arms. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Forward bend. Inhale, forward to flat back. And exhale down. Reverse the swan dive to come up. And sit back to chair. Inhale up. And exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale to flat back. Exhale down. Reverse the swan dive to come up. And sit back to chair. Inhale up. And exhale, down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale to flat back. Exhale down. Reverse the swan dive to come up. And sit back to chair. Inhale up. And exhale. And bringing the feet to mat width apart, a little bit turned out. You can either come into forward bend, or if it's okay for your knees, you can go all the way down to squat pose. Either forward bend or squat. And then hands down, sitting bones up behind you. Wiggle the feet closer together. And let's join the fronts of the feet for full Tadasana. You keep the heels a little bit apart. And if you bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra and then interlace all but the index fingers, and stretch the arms up overhead. So just take a moment here, take the awareness inside. Notice how much more your body's moving on your release. And find the inside edges of your feet. Press them down into the floor. And as you do that, pull the leg muscles up, the inner thighs up, the lower belly up, the fingers up. And notice that it gets a little bit more secure. So as we do Ardha Chandrasana cycle and stretch to the right, we're going to take the hips to the left. So inhale, stretching a little taller. Exhale, right, hips go left. So we're making a half move. Inhale up. Exhale, left hips go right. Keep that contact with the inside edges of the feet. Press off of them, reach through the hips. Inhale up. Forward to flat back, sitting bones lifting up behind you and maybe looking out over your hands if you can. And reach out to come up. Relax the tailbone down, easy back stretch up to the back. Inhale up. And exhale the arms down. Take a resting breath and we'll do that one more time. Interlacing all but the index fingers, stretch the arms up overhead. Press from the feet to the fingertips, and then stretch right and let the hips go. Inhale. Exhale, left, hips go right. Use your feet, use your legs. Inhale up, forward to flat back, sitting bones lifting up behind you, maybe looking out over the fingers. And reach out to come up. Relax the tailbone down, reach up to the back, it's a back stretch. Inhale up, and exhale the next. And then if turning to face the short ends of your mat, if you're not already doing that. And we'll step the right foot forward and the left foot back for warrior one. Front knee bent to right over the ankle. So the hips are inclined to the front. Arms up overhead. Draw the front hip back and the back hip forward. Stretch to the back heel. Breath high up in the chest. And take a deeper inhale. Exhale, release the arms down. Step the back foot up and switch sides. Front knee right over the ankle, stretch to the outside edge of the back foot, arms up overhead. And deeper inhale. Exhale, release the arms down, step the back foot up, switch sides again. So you can either repeat that, or if you'd like, you can release the back heel, turn the back toes to face forward, and come to crescent pose or high lunge. So particularly if you're in crescent, use that front hip back hip forward to square up the pelvis. Back leg lifting in front to back. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the upper body out to flat back, send the arms back in line with the leg. And inhale back up. Use that front hip back hip forward to stabilize the pose. Exhale, coming forward with the upper body, arms go back. And inhale up. And exhale the arms down, step the back foot up, and switch sides. So again, either warrior one or release the back foot, point the back toes straight forward. Square the pelvis to the front. Crescent. Front hip back hip forward. Arms up. Exhale, bring the upper body forward, arms back in line with the leg. Front hip moving back. And inhale, up. And exhale, forward. And inhale, the arms up. Exhale the arms down, step the back foot up, and come into forward bend. Bend your knees if you need to place your hands on the floor or on your legs. And when you're ready, come on up and grab your blocks if you're using blocks for Parsvanasana. Here at home, you can also use a piece of furniture or a wall. And we'll step the left foot forward right like that. Little space between the feet, pelvis square to the front. Both the legs firm. Hands on the hips, shoulders on the back. Inhale and open the chest a little more. Little baby back bend. And as you exhale, holding forward from the hip crease. Bringing fingertips to the blocks, or the floor, or the table. Lift the upper body up a little and see if you can make the back a little flatter. So just into the dog back. If your hamstrings are still comfortable and you'd like to bring the pelvis farther down, you can put down. Blocks are adjustable. So we're using this version of the pose just to help release some of the tension from the hamstrings. And take a deeper inhale. Exhale, press down into the feet, lengthen the spine forward, hands on the hips. And switch legs. Little space between the feet. Pelvis square to the front of the mat. Both legs firm, shoulders on the back. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, folding from the hip crease. When the sitting bones stop moving, bring your hands to the blocks or whatever you're using to support your upper body weight. And lift up a little and see if you can get the back a little flat. And then checking in with the hamstrings on the back of the front leg. And if you're comfortable and you can bring the upper body down farther, you can do that. Try to do that from a fold in the pelvis rather than back. And then take a deeper inhale. Exhale, press down into the feet, stretch the spine forward, hands on the hips and up, and step the back. So if you're using blocks, you can move them out of the way. And then I think we'll do tree pose tonight. So you're welcome to move off your mat if you like. Firming the left leg, heel up the right heel, and turn the leg out. Stretch it out of your standing leg. Place the right leg somewhere along the left leg. So I'm going to do below the knee, but you're welcome to put it up on the top. Right? Or you can keep the ball, the foot, or the big toe. And then stretching the arms up overhead. See if you can reach up out of that stand. So if you do have the foot high up on the thigh, press the foot into the thigh, pull the thigh up against the foot. And take a deep inhale. And exhale. And switch sides. So firming right leg, heel up the left heel, stretch out of your standing leg. Turn the left leg out, place the foot somewhere on the right leg, above and below the knee. And then maybe taking the arms up overhead. Reach your energy up toward the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly down and back to two. And then we'll turn to face the long edge of the mat. Stepping the feet a leg length apart. Outside edges of the feet parallel to the short ends of the mat. And stretch the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and roll them back. And as you exhale, squeeze the tops of the shoulder blades together and the middles of the shoulder blades together and the tips of the shoulder blades together. Spread. So make sure you've got your thighs back, your tailbone down, belly up, so your front boobs are down and your arms are forward enough that you can see your hands in your peripheral vision. So you don't want to get the arms up. Inhale, lift them up and roll back. Exhale, tops of the shoulder blades squeeze together, middles of the shoulder blades squeeze together, tips of the shoulder blades squeeze together, and spread them out. And one more time. Inhale up and roll back. Exhale, tops of the shoulder blades squeeze together, middles of the shoulder blades squeeze together, tips of the shoulder blades squeeze together, and spread them out. And then relax the arms down and do it. Bring the arms back out to the sides, turn the left leg in and the right leg out. Firm both legs, roll that front thigh inside to outside. Reverse try. Back arm down, front arm. Keep the back leg strong. Keep the front thigh rolling inside to outside. Breathing into that right arm. And on an inhale, reach up to come out. Open the arms, bend the front knee till it's right over the ankle, and then adjust your stance length. Feel like you want to take deep breaths. Holding the front thigh open, stretch to the back leg. Leave the lower body there. Open the collarbones back toward the long edge of the mat, back toward the 5-point star. And then head turns to look down the middle finger of the front. So remember, in Proud Warrior, we don't want to be attacking on the front or retreating on the back. We just want to stand our. And then reversing the arms to reverse warrior. And again, you can take the breath into that right lung as you inhale. More of a side bend to the back. And reach up to come out. Windmill the arms around for side angle. So try to make a long line with the left side of your body. And then if you want to go deeper, take the feet a little farther apart, bring the front thigh back down more. Use the bottom arm to help you hold the thigh open and to help you revolve the torso. So lower ribs coming forward, top rib moving. And then when you're ready, press the front leg to straight. Open the top arm, shift the pelvis a little more, and move into triangle pose. Upper body over forward. Shoulder in line with shin. Head can look down, it can look straight ahead. You can look to the thumb of the top hand. And then on an inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Open the arms, soften the front knee, turn the feet to parallel. Maybe wiggle the feet a little closer together, release the arms for breaths. And then stretch the arms back out to the sides. Turn the right leg in just a little bit, left leg out 90 degrees. Front thigh rolling inside to outside. Turn the legs, reverse the arms, reverse trunk. So now we're opening the left side of the torso with the breath. And on an inhale, reach up. Open the arms, bend the front knee till it's right over the ankle. Adjust your stance length so that shin bone can stay straight up and down. Hold the thigh open. Keep the lower body there. Turn the upper body back to 5-point star. So we don't want to have jazz shoulders. We want to try to get them right straight out from the shoulders. And then turning the head to look over the front. And then reversing the arms to reverse warrior, back arm down, front up, over. Keeping that back leg strong, holding the front thigh open. And then as you inhale, reach up to come out. Windmill the arms around for side angle pose. Nice long line with the right side of the body. Bring that down more. Stance. Bring the thigh open. As much as you can, open the torso. Reach from the back heel to the face. Then when you're ready, press the front leg to straight, open the arms, shift the pelvis a little bit, and come into triangle. And when you're ready, reach up for the ceiling, open the arms, soften the front knee, turn the feet to parallel, and go ahead into forward bend, Ardha. Hands on the floor, bending your knees if you need to do that. And then moving around in whatever way would feel good. So maybe shift hips, maybe bending one knee and stretching through the opposite thigh. Maybe walk hands from one ankle to the other. You can also move into twist by bringing one hand to the middle and opening the opposite arm. You can leave your hips over your ankles and slide your hands forward so your upper body is in more of a down dog pose. Or if you're on the bendy side, you can walk the hands back between the feet. And when you're ready, coming back out onto fingertips, jumper step the feet closer together, and slowly come up. Let's move into down dog. So you can go from table position, or you can simply walk your way out. But make sure to get your hands open, knuckles on the floor, wrist wrinkles straight across the mat. Maybe deeply bend both of your knees. Press from your hands and push your sitting bones back as far as they'll go with bent legs. Let the belly move in and up, deepen the creases at the tops of the thighs. And then come up onto tippy toes and lift your sitting bones a little higher. Keep pressing them back as you bring the heels toward the floor. They don't need to touch the floor. Inner ankles moving back. Shins up and back, thighs up and back. Hips up and back. Maybe play with what it feels like if you let your rib cage collapse as you exhale. So you can stay here for a few more breaths. If you'd like to go to plank pose, you can do that. If you want to go from plank to the floor and back up, you can do that. Or you can hang out in down dog. Or you can move to child's pose or table position. And then as you're ready, making your way down. So you can rest in child's pose if that's comfortable for you, or any other resting pose. And then make your way onto your left side. Try to line up your ankles with your hips and your hips with your shoulders. And prop yourself up on your left elbow with the left hand pointing toward the long edge of the mat. So we're going to move into side elbow plank. And there's a couple different ways to do that. So one would be to bend the top knee and put the top foot on the floor. And then you could press into that foot to help you lift your hips. Or the other would be to stack the feet. And if you're going to stack them, press through the inside edges of the feet. And you can use your right hand a little bit and press into the elbow. The hips. You can take the arm up if you want, or you can keep it on the floor. And don't forget, you can also have the other foot on the floor. And then come on down and flip yourself around to the other side. So again, elbows under the shoulder with the hand facing forward. Try to make a line from your ankles to your hips to your shoulders. Top foot can come to the floor if that helps. Or you can use your left hand and your right elbow to lift up and the opposite. And then come on down. And let's make our way into a comfortable seated position. I prefer to sit on a little bit of a blanket. At home, you can always use a towel if you don't have a blanket. Although I suspect the way the weather's been going that the blankets are coming in. So sitting up nice and tall, flush your buttocks back and out to the side to expose the sitting bones. And with a nice upright spine, go ahead and walk the fingers forward and come out over the legs. So if your head's close to the floor, you might be able to support it with stacked fists. It's a little higher up. You might want to use a block or a block and fists. Supporting the weight of the head just allows the muscles on the back body to relax a little bit, as they know the neck is safe. And then slowly come up and switch and put the other leg in front. And sit up tall and come forward. And then slowly come up and bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Hold ankles. You can wrap your hands around your toes. You can cross your arms and your shins. And use that as a little leverage to get the lower back to upright. Shoulders down back, nice open chest. Just take a few breaths here. And then perhaps coming forward from the hip crease. If that's not accessible to you here, you can take the feet out into diamond pose. Should free up the pelvis. And then slowly come up and open the legs out into Eastern Konasana. So if you happen to be sitting on a floor that has lines, you can use that to make sure that you're kind of evened up. Adjust yourself so that the kneecaps are pointing straight up. Backs of the knees are pointing straight down, feet are flexed, toes are spread. Maybe pinky toe sides of the feet coming back towards you a little. Hands behind you. Help yourself get into that neutral lumbar curve, maybe even a hair of a dog back. Pressing the legs down into the floor. If you feel like you can hold that without your hands, you can bring your hands to the legs or to the front. And then if coming forward is available to you tonight, bringing the hands out in front and walking the fingers forward. Just be sure that the legs don't roll in or out. Sometimes it feels good if you walk one hand and then the other. My back looks like that better. And when you get that stretch sensation, you can pause there and take a few breaths, supporting the weight of the upper body. And then if that eases up, you might go a little farther or not. And then walking the hands back up. Grab underneath the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the knees to upright, stretch the legs out. And take the hands behind you again for Dandasana. So again, using the hands to help you sit yourself up a little taller. And if you feel like you can hold that without the hands, you can bring them back to your lap. And then when you're ready, stretching the arms up overhead. Inhale, stretch a little taller. Exhale, reach out over the legs, wherever the hands land, let them rest, and relax your. As you inhale, lengthen from the tailbone, through the sternum, through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, maybe soften a little. And then slowly come up. And let's bend the left knee in and place it on the other side of the right leg. So the right leg can stay straight or it can tuck back. That's more comfortable. And then wrap the right arm around the left leg. Take the left hand behind you and we're going to twist to the left. So as you inhale, reaching tall through the spine. And as you exhale, look up. And take a deep inhale. Exhale slowly. Untwist, little counter twist to the other side. And then coming back to center and switch legs. Right leg in, placing the other side of the left leg stay straight, tuck back, that's better for you. And then taking the left arm around the right knee, right hand behind you. Use that to help you find some length and space in the spine. And as you exhale, twist. And deeper inhale. Exhale, slowly untwist and stretch the legs back up. Counter twist to the other side. And come back to center and uncross. And then you can make your way down onto your backs. I'm going to adjust the lights here in the studio. So you can come into reclined mountain pose. Feet fist width distance apart. Parallel, feet flex, arms overhead. So as you reach through your heels, drawing the tailbone down the back body. As you exhale, let your ribcage relax. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the right knee into your chest and give it a hug. Inhale, release arms overhead. And exhale, bring the left leg. Inhale, release arms overhead. Exhale, right knee in again. Inhale, release arms overhead. And exhale. And then you can go ahead and hug both knees into your chest. You're welcome to rock around a little or circle the knees or go into happy baby pose, whatever would feel good for you. And then bringing the feet to the floor. And giving you the choice of either fish pose or bridge pose. I'm going to lead through fish pose, but you're welcome to do bridge if you prefer that. So for fish pose, we'll stretch the legs out straight and bring them together and kind of zip them up. I like the arm position with the hands facing the thighs and the fingertips tucked underneath so that the collarbones are open. Press into the elbows and lift the chest just enough to tuck the shoulder blades a little closer together. And then keeping the legs working, press into the elbows again. Lift the chest, shift the weight into the sitting bones, and then bring it back with the head. So the head should only be holding its own weight. The rest of your weight is in your sitting bones and in your elbows. Back of the torso lifting to the front of the torso, so the back muscles are working very strong. Legs are grounding, feet are active. Breath high up in the chest. And when it's time to come out, pressing into the elbows to release the head. And bringing it back to the floor. And take a few resting breaths. And then we'll do that one more time. So legs together, zippering up the legs like your mer person tail. Press into the elbows and tuck the shoulder blades a little closer together. And then press into the elbows again. Lift the chest as high as you can, shifting the weight toward the sitting bones. And bringing the back of the head to rest on the floor. So the heart center is lifting into the body. The lower back is lifting away from the floor. Legs are grounding. Breath is high up in the chest. And take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, press into the elbows enough to release the head. And bring yourself down to rest for a couple of breaths. And then we'll finish with knee down twist. So bringing the arms out to the side at shoulder height. So go ahead and bend the left knee, bring the left foot to the floor. Pick the hips up and scooch them a little to the left. So we're moving out to the outside of the right leg. And then put the left foot on the right leg and take the knee up over to the right. So you can rest your right hand on the left knee if you'd like. The head can look straight up or it can turn to the left. You can have a very active straight leg if you'd like, kind of establishing your midline, or it can relax. Just take 3 or 4 breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly making your way back to center. And center your hips. And switch legs. So left leg goes straight. Right leg is bent. Press into the right foot. Move the hips a little more to the right. Put the right foot on the left leg and take it up and over to the left hand can rest on the knee if you'd like, just for a little bit of extra weight or encouragement, not for pulling. Head can be straight up or it can look to the right. Just 2 more breaths. And then slowly making your way back to center. And center the hips. And you can either stretch both of your legs out or bend both knees into your chest, whichever you. And then you have 2 or 3 minutes to do what you would like to do to finish out your practice tonight. So you can do legs up the wall if you'd like. If you have a towel or a blanket, you can roll it into a tube and place it behind you. Go right along your spine. The arms out to the side. If you have blocks, you're welcome to do upper and lower back blocks. If there's a pose or stretch that I didn't do tonight, that you wanted to do, and do be sure that as we cool down, that you're warming up. And if you're doing an asymmetrical pose, be sure to give yourself time to do the other side. And then you can start to make your way out of where you are to Shavasana relaxation. So you might like a little something under your head, or you may need something up your knees. Put your socks and sweaters back on. And making your way into Shavasana with the legs comfortably far apart, comfortably propped open. Arms a comfortable distance from the body, palms facing upward if you can. And the head relaxing so the chin is slightly lower. Take relaxing inhale and exhale. And then allow your body to breathe in whatever way. Let all the muscles of your face relax. Relax your forehead and your temples. Relax your eyebrows and the space between your eyebrows. Let your eyes rest softly in their sockets. Let go of your cheeks. Relax your jaw and your lips. Relax your throat and the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders and your collarbones. Your arms and your elbows. Relax your hands, your fingers and your thumbs. Relax your rib cage and the length of your spine. Relax your hips and your abdomen. Your thighs and your knees. Relax your legs, your ankles, your feet and your toes. Let the back of your body melt into the floor. Relax the back of your neck. And let your head rest. Let your breath flow freely. And hold your awareness inside and simply watch. Sitting as the passive witness, observing thoughts, observing sensations, observing breath, but just observe. into deep your breath. Gently stretch through your fingers and toes, your arms and your legs. Slowly rock your head from side to side, big stretch. And then one at a time, bend your knees, then roll to your right side, and rest in fetal position. And then continue to roll to your right so you use your arm and hand to press up to sit. Take relaxing inhale, exhale. Join your hands at your heart center and bow your head to your heart. And then slowly up. Everybody this evening. Thanks for coming forward. I'm just going to stop the recording.